Hey everyone, welcome to another Goody Reader review. My name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Today we're checking out the Amazon Fire TV. We're going to show you everything, mainly the menus and the apps and the system, but we're going to do it from an international point of view. We live in Canada, and this was mainly designed to work in the US, so there's a lot of things that don't work on here, but let's just give you an overview of the system.
So this is your home screen here. You can go to the right and look at pretty much all the things that you've done recently. You have the respective categories here like movies, TV, watch list, things you can add to your watch list to either purchase or rent or buy later, video library, games. This is where you discover your apps, photos, anything that you've had in the cloud or taken pictures. As you can see, Michael and myself, when we were filming, I had taken that on a Kindle Fire and it synced itself to my account, and settings.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of the movies, because Amazon allows you to buy and rent movies, and we have actually purchased movies in the past from Amazon, but they won't actually allow us to play it. Now, when it comes to watching content, Peter, what can we watch?
Well, let's go down to our apps, and we'll just now we've play tested this and we've checked over many different apps here. So you'll see that we have WWE and Netflix and all that. We're just going to go one by one. We won't dive into each one. We'll just kind of give you an idea. iHeartRadio requires you to do online activation. It will work. Flickster will work for trailers. ESPN, which is kind of strange because it's an American channel, it does work internationally. Showtime does not. Vimeo does. Hulu and Netflix and WWE do not work in Canada or outside the US. And Michael, explain to us why Netflix, out of all apps, does not work.
Because this Netflix app was designed for the American version of Netflix. Now, if you live in Canada, you tap into a different library of movies and television shows that what's available in the States. But this is a States-only version of Netflix. So if you have a Netflix account registered in Canada or Mexico or Europe, you actually could log in your Netflix account, but it won't actually show you any content. WWE is only a US thing as well. And it's important to note that on the Fire TV, there's no way to establish like a VPN or to change your like DNS or anything like that.
Exactly. And this is the message most of the time you're going to get if you try to access something internationally. We're sorry, US only service, etc. Pretty much a lot of the apps will say this.
So some apps will work, like Peter mentioned, but for the most part, a lot of the best apps just simply don't work if you live outside the US, which is a bit disappointing. Let's take a look at games, because games are the one thing that uniformly do work on the system.
So we have many games here. These are the ones I've downloaded, and we also have popular lists, spotlight, and then this is discovery. So this is your categories. You have action, adventure. All of these are super high quality images. You'll see that they use for each individual category. Racing, role-playing, sports.
Let's click on one, role-playing.
There you go. So this is what it looks like when you're looking at the apps.
Milky Baby's a role-playing game?
That's, man, it's my favorite game. I have no idea what that is. So we'll just click on this. And you see it's a free game, and it's a side-scroller role-playing, it seems. You also have things you can do like works with game controller or works with remote, because not everything will work with the game controller. You have to make sure you look at what does and what does not.
And installing games or paying for games, it'll work outside the US.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to click free, and then it's going to process and queue and download. It would stop after processing if it did not work internationally, but Amazon has opened its doors, at least for games.
Okay, so while this is downloading, let's just go back to the home screen. One of the cool things about the Amazon Remote, which comes for free with the Fire TV, is the voice search. Now, Amazon has released an SDK, which is basically a development package for all apps to incorporate voice. And so some apps like Vimeo actually do allow voice search. But one of the cool things about this is something like this. Robert De Niro.
And you actually don't need to be on the home screen for this to work. You can be anywhere in any of the menus, and then you just press OK on your result, and that's what comes up, all of his works. And if you said an author, it would show their books and different web results, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, so if you're a Robert De Niro fan, it lists pretty well all movies he's ever been in, either as a star or a supporting role.
Some of which are just informative, some of which are hosted on Amazon, so you can actually buy or rent them or watch the trailer and so forth. Yeah,
so as you guys are noticing as we're going through this menu system, it's snappy. I have an Apple TV, and you know, when we clicked on apps and loaded them up, it instantly loaded.
Exactly. Let's look at why we're all here today, basically. The gaming experience. I mean, we have the controller here. We have the Fire TV hooked up with HDMI. We got Gameloft. Let's check out what we can see.
The resolution and everything doesn't look too bad at all.
Exactly. You know, the funny thing, I was actually here last week before ALA. I was in Nevada, Arizona border at Hoover Dam, so this is cool. I mean, this is like...
It looks familiar.
Yeah, this is totally how I get to work in the morning. Oh, jeez.
Well, that's about how I get to work.
Well, let's see if we can make up for that little loss there. Oh, okay. This is not my true driving skills in life.
I don't know, the dents in your car speak differently.
Plus, I don't have a NOS container in my car, nor do I have a $130,000 Audi R8, which would be pretty nice, but this is just endless NOS? Oh, I just keep hitting canisters. Okay, I'm just gonna do some crazy stuff and go down here. Okay, I'm gonna go over this jump. Let's do it! Oh!
I wonder if you could have flown off the edge of the
yeah, I was trying to. I think it like kind of blocked me. Oh, look at this one. Here we go. Yeah. That now that
you landed on its head.
Ridiculous. Oh no! Wreck. All right,
this is actually a pretty fun game.
That wasn't too bad. So that's the gaming experience. As you can see, there was no lagging. It booted up instantly. I pressed home and it immediately just went out. There was no closing issues. There's no crashing issues. I found that the gaming experience is very good, very snappy, very quick on this device.
I concur. So, as you see here, it has a second screen experience. So if you actually have a Kindle Fire HDX 7 or 8.9, you can actually mirror what's on your tablet on your TV.
And we'll be showing this on a separate video because there's a lot to cover with the Fire TV, but we'll definitely do a separate video of how to set up your second screen.
Yeah, and we'll also show you basically exactly how to do it. So one of the things that we'll show you in a future video is actually how you can access US content being outside the US.
Right.
And it involves using your Kindle Fire HDX, a VPN or DNS service, and then the split screen experience. So
very complex.
It is complex, but if you are a complex person or a tinkerer or an early adopter, you can certainly make this relevant outside the US. But all in all, the Kindle Fire, the Fire TV rather, I'm a huge fan. I mean, it's not relevant outside the US, but it is the fastest
TV top box. Yeah. I think it's the fastest one I've experienced too. I mean, I've had the Apple TV, I've tried the Roku, tried Chromecast. This one's really cool. The remote's really sleek. The device itself is really sleek. I like the controllers as well. The games are wicked fast, high quality, high production value. I can't say anything negative about the the Fire TV if you're in the USA. Yeah. If you're outside the USA, it becomes 90% almost useless.
Exactly. Yeah. So you've heard our thoughts. Let's hear your thoughts. Do you have a Fire TV? Are you happy with it? Are you thinking about buying one? And has our video assisted you in making that decision? For a review of the Amazon Fire TV, my name is Michael.
And my name is Peter.
Everybody take care.
Prizes lie within this place. Oh, I see. I can get the bag at 10. Cool. Whoa! See, I'm not going to use a projectile on him because I don't need to. I'm really not getting as many gems as I could be getting. kind of just getting through this to show you guys what's going on. Boom! Boom! Oh! Yeah. I'll go back to the stage and complete it at a later date. I am a completionist when it comes to games, so I like getting